In this video, we are going to learn how to bind to a particular checkbox. Now, a checkbox is fairly simple. It either returns a false or a true value. Once checked, it's true. Once unchecked, it becomes false. So what I want you to do is jump into the passenger form component. Now, in the previous video, we set up these radio buttons. Now, what we'll do is actually delete the last radio button, and we're going to convert this one to a checkbox. Now, because it's a checkbox, it does not need a value. However, we are going to leave the name as checked in. We don't need to actually use the word yes because it will simply check or uncheck itself in the DOM and be quite apparent as to whether it's actually checked or not. We're using the exact same setup as before with the NG model. If there is a checked in value available, then we're simply going to use it. On a change, we are then going to toggle that check-in. And because the checkbox returns true or false, this function will just work similarly to the radio buttons, which in this case, it might be a better way of doing things. However, we're just going to demonstrate both of the examples. So let's go ahead and jump across to the browser. So you can see here we have checked in is true with the timestamp. If I untick this, everything disappears like it did in the previous video. When I retick it, we get those new values that have just been created. So in this video, you've learned how to create an input with a type of checkbox and bind it to a particular model to keep it synchronized with the overall form template model. And it's important to remember that the template is the source of truth, not your data model. So the template data will be updated, and then we can go off to the back end, make some changes, and update our local data here, which will then flow down because this is one big stateless component.